I'm Heather Norris with Mind-Centered Birth, and today I'm going to share with you some correlations I made after a snowshoeing adventure about birth. My family recently visited my sister, and so we went on this snowshoeing adventure. For them, herself, her and her husband, and even their 1-year-old, this is something they had done before. But for my family, my 2 kids, my husband, this was a new thing. I had a relatively good expectation of it because I'd been hiking before, so I was really excited about it. But it was new. So we set off that day in really high spirits and a good pace, and it was just a beautiful day all around. The sun was shining, there was some light snow falling intermittently, but we were having a great time. But after a little while, my body just kind of started talking to me. My hip and knee were telling me maybe I hadn't done all this kind of activity in a little while. So I did an assessment and was trying to figure out whether if I changed my pace or my stride or just did a little bit of stretching, whether that might be help and alleviate some of that. I did get some relief, but then I also started to do a little bit slower breathing so that I could take in more oxygen and feel more energized and just focus on the fact that we did have a break coming up. We were going to stop by the lake and eat some food. So once we got there, that was that great break. We got to the lake, we took out our food, and we relaxed for a few minutes. We also got to laugh and talk because these jays kept swooping in, trying to steal our food, and my son thought it was kind of hilarious to try and feed the jays on top of his head. So after our relaxation and our nourishment and our good laugh, we were in high spirits again as we set off. And my sister now kind of took the lead in this second half, knowing that we were a little bit more tired, so she wanted to make sure we were on a good path and that she could give us some updates about how much time we had left. It wasn't too long before my body kind of started talking to me again. So I did a little bit of stretching, but then I employed more of those focal points. I was breathing nice and deep, but I was also focused on these markers that let us know where we were on the trail, that we were on the right path. And then my sister continually gave those updates to let us know about how much time we had left. Then I also had my son to focus on because he was feeling a little bit tired as well. And so knowing that I kind of had to keep my spirits up in order to help him also was a distraction for me. So once we got towards the end, there was another beautiful burst of sun that came through, which was slightly energizing, but we also got a chance to stop and take some more photographs because that's what I do as a photographer. And then that was, a nice little break. But then at the very end, we had one last hill to climb, and we were all really exhausted by then. So we got up this hill though, because we had to get to the lodge. And as we turned around at the top, we were rewarded with this beautifully fantastic view. The mountains and the trees and the snow, and it was a beautiful sunset. So it kind of made it all worth it that we got these beautiful views, and you did feel good after all of the exercise as well. So now how does this all kind of wrap around into the birth experience? Well, one, I knew this was going to be a challenge, but it was something that I wanted to accomplish. 2, having that break and nourishment and laughter really was a boost of the mind and body that kind of kept us going for that second half. Then 3, I was able to employ several focal points that helped me as well. I did the breathing and I was watching those markers and for the landmarks on the trail. And then the photography and the beautifulness of it kind of helped. If I focused on that, then I wasn't focused on the sensations in my body and my hip and knee. Then 4, I know that I want to do this experience again, but I also know now what I could maybe do to prepare my body a little bit more for it. And 5, my sister was really helpful as the guide, kind of letting us know where we were at. And it was also good to know that she had done this before and had that experience of it. And then 6, having that reward at the end, that beautiful sunsets. And that was what made it wrapped it up as to what was worth it for the whole adventure. So if you'd like more information about how I, as your doula, can be your guide and provide that education and give you a boost of confidence because I have the experience for your birth, then visit my website at www.mindcenteredbirth.com, because it is my goal to reduce your fears and build your confidence for the most positive birth experience that you can have. Thanks so much.